Happy Friday, brother. Been a
Wow,
long
we're
time.
live.
We are live, man. How's it going?
It is going. It is going. How you doing?
I can't complain. It's been a great week. It's been a busy week. It's been a busy month for the two of us, for the both of us. So insanely busy. It stinks because we haven't been able to do anything on YouTube. We've been on Instagram all the freaking time.
Instagram and whatnot, dude.
Oh, well, I'm not on whatnot. I just watch you there. But yeah, it's been a busy week, and we're trying to get back to our YouTube fam, and we're going to get so much more habitual with this, guys. So we apologize, but we are back. Nobody panic. Vin's here. How's it going, guys? Hood Rat, good to
Hood
see
Rap,
you.
Ben, what's up, guys?
all the families making it in. Oh,
Recovered from
guys.
SDCC? Not yet. Almost.
Oh.
Almost.
Recovery is still in process. Comic Uprising, another great guy right there,
What's up,
guys.
man?
When we get down to it, let's just freaking get this entire thing started. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
It's Friday night, bro. Dude, this is a weird night. Oh, usually it's Sunday or Monday, and it's always been like, so how was your weekend? Oh, my weekend was great. Now we're just like, so what are you doing this weekend, man?
Yeah, you know what? That is a sexy intro.
It is a sexy intro. We're gonna have to talk to Posh.
Really quick. How long has it been since we've been on? A month?
It's been at least a solid month, bro. It's been last time we were on, it was June. 100%.
All right, so major updates in 1 month, I would say. Well, we had a Fantas sale.
Yeah,
we had one that was good. Guess what, guys? The next one's going to be in 2 weeks.
Yeah. 2 more weeks, and it was the last one was we doubled what we did before. Double the books, double everything. So as far as like improvements go, marked improvements, this last sale was huge. And this time we're going to be a little different too this time, Theo, aren't we? We're going to be we're going to be going for 4 days this time. We're going Friday.
Right. We're doing a 4-day sale this time. So I think the first time was a 2-day.
Yeah.
Then it was a 3-day. Now we're doing a 4-day. 1 day, guys, we're going to be there for a week.
Darren's going to be so pissed. I can't take this, guys.
Hey, look at Tim. No.
It's not going to work. No. Oh, man.
Zero. You already know, man. It's nothing new. We're already used to that. It's going to be good.
It was 4 days and no sleep. That's pretty much the rule. This is going to be like our own little mini con. Our own little mini con.
Well, the Fantas Con. Yeah.
The Comics and Chaos Fantas Con. Welcome.
Oh, and then you know what? I'm going to sprinkle a little cherry on top of that Sunday. So at the end of September, it's looking like the last week of September, possibly the first week of October, we have something kind of like that special coming down the pipeline. That's all I'm going to
say. Some more special things on the way.
Yeah, so if you guys like what we've been doing with the Fantas sale, stay tuned because there's something else kind of like that coming down the pipeline.
Because, guys, we aren't going anywhere. Unfortunately, we're just going to be more. If there's one thing we are, it's extra as fuck. So let's just go. And, I'm going to be getting ready the giveaway for tomorrow for my Instagram. I hit 15K last week. Yeah. And I've got one of the prizes. Is going to be in there. Let me grab that bad boy. This big guy. That's one of the prizes right there. The Daily Bugle Lego set. I don't know if you
Wow,
can
that
see.
thing's huge.
This thing is
That
huge.
thing's freaking huge, dude.
This thing is huge. It is a big set. And so there is that. And there's going to be a bunch of comics too. So, you know, it's comics and chaos. So I figured I would bring both a little bit of everything into this giveaway. So yeah, there's going to be that as well. That's going to probably be going on the entire month. So yeah, it'll be fun times.
Yeah,
But
that's pretty cool.
Dude, let's get into it a little bit. Let's get into it a little bit. And there's a lot of things going on in the community.
Okay, let's start with San Diego, okay?
Yeah. Let's recap before we get into the controversy.
Unfortunately, you know, it was past Phil's bedtime, so he couldn't make it.
Yes, sir.
Flago House, what's up, brother? So this is actually we'll skip probably all the way towards the end of the con, but we'll recap. I was actually on a panel with this man. Me and this man were on a panel together at San Diego Comic-Con. We got to talk about comic books, collecting, the market, buying and selling and trading. I'm still trying to find out if that was recorded. Somebody told me that it was. I just don't know where we can view that, but that was a great panel. Great questions. Everybody on there had like a little bit different of a piece of knowledge that they could contribute to the pie, you know?
Even you.
Even me, right? I was shocked. I was like, wow, look, I can actually contribute here. Look at this.
It's like,
I know the answer to that question.
It's like you walk away feeling like I am the smartest man alive.
Nobody can touch this.
Hell yeah. Hey, Cameron, good to see you. Good to see you. We just saw Cameron over at the channel over on Swag. Swag just ended his show if he's here because it was going on up until the point that we went live. I was in there. I was watching a lot of great.
Absolutely. You already know. I kicked down every old lady and kid. No, man, no. Dude, I had to wait in lines like a mofo. Like it was.
There was a lot of lines from what I heard, but not terrible.
The lines weren't that bad compared to like New York Comic Con. If I'm being like, you would stand in line for like an hour, but it moved fast. There was a lot of good stuff to look at. There was a lot of cool people in line to talk to. If you played it smart, you asked the person in front of you and behind you, "Hey, are you getting this book? No. Can you get it for me? And I'll buy the book you want to." You know.
Yeah.
A lot of times there's books that I wanted, people in line weren't getting, and they wanted books that I wasn't even going to get. So I'm like, yo, this is perfect right now. Okay, we're friends.
Is it true? I see a question here. Is it true about an AI artist getting kicked out?
Yeah, so I think that happened in Swaggle. You might know. So somebody in the chat, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that an artist was using AI arts. They were trying to hide it, and they either got kicked out the first night, preview night, or it was the next day, the first day of the con. Yep, completely kicked out of the con.
No bueno, boys and girls.
Life.
No bueno, boys and girls. Yeah, that would definitely be some drama. I mean, there was a few pieces of drama that really came from it, but yeah, yeah. So now the first con that you and I actually ever met at, and the first con that was really a big con as well too. Pretty much both of our first big cons in many ways was San Diego Comic-Con last year. Now, obviously, I wasn't there this year, but was there a difference in the crowds? Because I know before there was capacity, like things got met. They only let so many people in. Was there more people this year? Was anything really different about San Diego that you could say that you could notice this year versus last, Theo?
Honestly, I would say it felt a little more packed than last year.
Yeah, though it was definitely lighter
because of the writer and actor strike, right? Mm-hmm. But it felt like more people were there, like geared towards comic books, at least from what I saw.
Well, I mean, there wasn't a lot of other options.
This is true.
Yeah, I mean, because normally this is the creme de la creme, the pièce de résistance of all things announcement in comics and entertainment, the intersection in thereof. And obviously with writers and actors striking early for the actors on their side, San Diego kind of got hosed, you know, as far as what would have been their general regular talent pool. But It was already announced earlier, though. I mean, Disney, Lucasfilm, Marvel, DC,
Oh yeah,
Warner
people
Brothers.
already knew kind of what they were getting into going there.
Yeah, they all pulled out at like a month, 6 weeks in advance. They just said, "Yeah, we just don't think this is going to go well, so we aren't booking
And on the
anything."
flip side, maybe it was just because of the amount of time I was there, or the particular moment when I was there, I didn't see it. But I felt like there were more cosplayers last year than this year.
Really?
There were cosplayers, but it felt like a lot more last year. Just
Was
for
it
me
because-
personally. I don't know. People in the chat might have seen something different when they were there, but when I was there, I felt a lot less of it than I did last year.
Now, I know what happened last year was obviously during COVID, if you canceled your ticket because of the COVID sales, if you canceled your ticket, yeah, you do. They didn't resell it. They didn't put it back into circulation for San Diego Comic-Con last year. This year, they did. So there should have been more people, regular attendees, being able to be there because there was that regurgitation of anything canceled and whatnot showed up, or whatever it may be. But I do know in my mind, I would think cosplayers are more like us in the comic collector market industry. We're a little bit more serious. There has to be something really big that happens to keep us from it, right? Like something super huge. Versus,
is it serious or is it obsessive?
Well, I mean, to keep us from it, it's definitely on the obsession. But that being the case, I feel like I feel like seeing less cosplayers, that would be surprising to me, because I mean, just how serious they are about these cons too. And a lot of just fans love to dress up too, to just come in, that generally aren't necessarily cosplayers, like the professional ones we know, versus like the ones that are just kind of like me, where it's like, yeah, I'm going to be Star-Lord this time.
Like me, I'm going to be John Wick.
Yeah, yeah. Look, I'm just gonna put on a suit. I could go for a job interview, or I could go stick a pencil through somebody's eye. You never know. Do I want a job? Am I bouncing at the door? You don't know. You don't know me.
And yeah, see, Vin makes a good point. I was gonna bring a suit, but I'm like, I looked at the weather. I'm like, dude, it's gonna be freaking hot. I'm not wearing a freaking suit this year. No, dude.
Yeah.
Last year it was like 10 degrees cooler.
Yeah, it was. I did notice that when I was looking at the weather reports.
It was super hot. Other than that, I mean, there was no the Peach Momoko lines. That was good. It was pretty well structured. I think there was a couple hiccups with like double lines forming and like a fire hazard with a fire marshal, but it wasn't like, oh my God, there's a fire and there's two lines causing a pandemic over here. Like, we're good.
So two questions. First question, what was the thing that you were most excited that you picked up at San Diego? For you.
Oh, for me?
For you.
Honestly, it was the gifts I was given. It was my birthday at San Diego Comic-Con. No big deal, but birthday on San Diego Comic-Con. That's a
You're
win.
45 now, right?
46. It's a win now. But so I had Danielle, shout out Nerdy Girl Comics. She gifted me a Invincible print signed by Ryan Otley.
Ooh.
And then I also got a Harley Quinn foil covered by Clayton Crane, signed by Clayton Crane with like an Infinity signature.
Nice, dude.
And then shout out Webster's Vault. I've been collecting AF-15 homages, so he gifted me. It was a sealed Spanish AF-15 like trade paperback reprint from like I think the late 70s, early 80s.
Oh wow, that's freaking cool, dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And, I picked up Pokemon books, X-Men, no surprise,
So then, okay, that's what you got for yourself. What do you think though was the hottest thing moving at San Diego? Not since then, because that always changes. But what was the one thing that people were just like, do you have this? Can you get this? Can you find this? Because everybody I heard that I was talking to me about the Star Wars Momokos.
No, there was two things. One was all the Invincible books.
Yeah.
And two was the Something's Killing the Children, black and white. I forget the artist, but I think it's his first cover, but he put like a gold seal on the cover of each one, which was like limited to 10 per day. I forget what it's called, but that thing was going for, I think, like a $50-$75 out the gate, and then it was reselling for $400 to $600.
Wow.
But again, limited to 10 per day.
Wow.
The Invincibles, though, some of those, like the Rose Besh, was limited to one per person, but there were other ones like the Greg Capullo, like the Adam Eve, like the Omni Man, like the Battle Beast that you could keep going back in line to get. And those were just you couldn't hold on to those.
Really, they were just hotcakes, constantly moving.
And then, of course, the Spawn, Todd McFarlane Spawn Gold label, limited to 1,000 blank covers. Those were going pretty crazy because it came with Gunslinger, Scorch, King Spawn, and Spawn. Then he had Spawn Puppeteer, which is like a Spawn 1 homage. That thing took off like banana sandwich.
McFarlane was doing a lot of work, a lot of
and
PR.
McFarlane actually streamed 2 hours before me at the Whatnot Hero House when it was my turn.
Oh, nice.
And then, funny story, the two people that were supposed to go after me, they canceled. So my 1 hour stream on the main Whatnot stage turned into 1 hour, went from 1 to 3.5 hours.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. It went so long that like people were like, dude, who is this guy? How's he still going? You know, like Pokemon card players were like, yo, who's this guy? You know, like, I'm gonna Rage Theo. This guy's been going hard for 3 hours. I'm like, comic books, bitch.
You don't even know. If you haven't watched, watched one of our Fantast sales,
yeah, like
3 hours.
Card breaks over here, okay?
You don't even take a pee before 3 hours.
No,
it's got to be at least
card breaks over here, pal.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Oh, that's dope. That's dope. So, so when it comes to those books and what was moving, everything else, you know, what was probably your favorite memory though from ones that you can talk about without getting us, you know, canceled or taken off the air, of course.
Oh, one more thing. Yeah, the Transformers ash can, that thing went nuts too, especially the black and white. Yeah, everybody wanted that. That thing sold out. But that thing went banana sandwich. I think that thing was what, $20 out the gate. Minimum was going like $100 on the aftermarket.
Oh, wow. So there's a lot of margin on that one.
That's right. Patent that. You're damn right.
Put it on a t-shirt. That's what you're going to be wearing. It's not and I like the party.
Bitch. You're put Rage said ... on the back. Comic books, bitch.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not going to be Rage Theo and I like the party anymore. Now it's going to be Rage Theo comic books, bitch.
I said that on the panel too.
You did?
Yeah, I was like, my name's Rage. I like to party.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the comic book bitch thing. I thought you said that. I was gonna die.
No, but I'm going to next time, Rod.
Oh, good lord, good lord. Oh, so okay. Then moving on.
No real drama. Everybody was cool. Went to a short box party, went to a bad idea party, went to a CGC party, went to a whatnot party, went to my own birthday party. Honestly, the craziest thing.
Oh, you went to your own birthday party? How good of you?
Yeah. Honestly, I think you're asking, like, what's the craziest thing? For me, it was having all of our friends and people that I sell with, even like bosses of mine from whatnot, people that I know on Instagram, all getting together and going to a club for my birthday. That was probably the best thing ever.
Nice.
Shout out to Sleeping Giants, at bottle service, VIP table.
Oh, so it was a boring night. It was a boring night.
It was a boring. And you guys know, if you guys don't know by now, I like to dance. Okay, even though the name's Rage, I like to get down. And it was just a fantastic night. Yeah.
That's good, dude. I'm glad it was a good time.
Vin, no question, bro. You already know what kind of question is this?
Which party was the wildest?
Come on, bro. Yeah, actually, there's some videos I posted. I put it in a reel that I posted on Instagram on Rage Theo. So if you guys look at my reel from San Diego, it's in there.
Is it the one where I was like,
Yep.
It was that one? Okay.
I hear there's an after party gifts that was super limited. Yeah, so actually at the Bad Idea party, there was, I believe you got a gift for the first few people that went in there, and then there was an after party gift. I didn't get either one, but yeah.
Lame, but whatever.
Wow, the Transformers Black and White 300. See, I sold way too quick. The thing is I love about Whatnot is why everybody listening right now should hear this if you're a seller. I actually said this on the panel too. So it's a fantastic tool in the tool belt. It is extremely addicting though to go to a Comic-Con, and then if you build up with the right audience and promote it correctly, to go on Whatnot an hour after you buy the book and sell it. And not only sell it for more than what you paid, but sell it within an hour after you bought it. Most people that get it, and they go on eBay, sure, they might get more money, but they're not going to sell it within an hour.
Yeah.
They're going to be up there with a bunch of other people competing. It's going to take probably about 2 or 3 days. The book might tank. You guys know how exclusives go. It's like a roller coaster, right? So that's one really nice thing about Whatnot that I don't think it gets enough credit for. Yeah, it's an app for selling, buying. Yeah, there's other stuff on there. Yeah, you can move vintage. But at its core, it is 100% made for comic book cons and exclusives. 100%.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like you said, though, too, it's a tool in a tool belt. Not every single, app works the same way. And when you need to be able to do different jobs, you need a different tool. I mean, you can't take an acetylene torch, to try and take out a screw. It's not going to work the same way. So, it's all about understanding which things to use when. So, no, that's great. That's
Igor, great. I heard about that. I did not get to go to that party though, but I did hear about that.
Wow. That sounds like
those are pretty rare books being handed out all weekend, dude.
That sounds pretty dope, dude. Mm-hmm. So, all right. In other news, things that are kind of creeping around the comic book community and the interwebs. Bry's Comics and the controversy surrounding the Delato Spider-Man cover. Is this Bry's fault? Is it Marvel's fault? Is it Delato's fault? We don't really know where the breakdown occurred conversationally. And, in 100% credit to Mickey with Swaggle House, I caught up on this entire thing just from watching his video. So shout out to
Swag. By the way, shop. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he did have a good giveaway there, didn't he, dude? But shout out to Swaggle House for, always being there with the information and totally catching me up on everything. But wow, the internet's melting. I would say, is it as big of a deal? In my opinion, no, news-wise. But it does give me a lot of the memories of the acetate situation from Chicago, as far as conversations, backlash against individuals, because I mean, whose fault was it? Was it the person selling 1 billion copies? Was it the person certifying that these were brand new books? Was it the ones that were grabbing them and sell? Where does it lie? It seems like another one of those kinds of situations all over again in the community. And it's you get a cover, it has been used before. Whose responsibility is that? Is that Bry's? Is it Marvel's? Is it Delato's? What do you think? What are your thoughts on this entire controversy, dude?
This is why I like to number my exclusives.
Mm-hmm.
You would avoid all of this if things were numbered. Number one, number two. If Bry, and I know Bry, I don't know fairly well, but I've talked to Bry a few times. Seems like a good guy. If he truly didn't know that the cover was used before, because I watched his video, I think he put in there that he even tried to do an image search. He tried to type in the title of that foreign comic that did have it in eBay and in Google. Nothing came up. But then there's other people who did the same thing, made a video that it did come up. So it's like, I've been in both situations where I can't find something looking and somebody did the exact same thing and they found it. So I can see where that's coming from too. My main issue is something that's, I guess it's called produced scarcity, right? And it's where you go out of your way to destroy comic books and make the print run lower. I kind of have an issue with that. I think if I was in that situation and I wanted to do that, I think I would rip off all the covers and send that with the cover to people that follow me or do a giveaway or something with it just to hook people up. Because that's honestly, it's just a waste.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
That, and I don't know. I kind of have an issue with CGC getting involved and doing it for him and kind of just taking out the 9.8, 9.9s, and 10s.
Isn't that exactly what
they
happened?
Should just do their job and grade instead of
that happened with acetate situation, right? So
I mean, something like that, right? And then I don't know. It just seems like there was probably a lot of miscommunication. most likely Marvel probably knew that this was being reused and just said, whatever, it's a foreign comic. This is domestic, so it shouldn't matter, right?
You would think, but it
I just think
does in
I
this
just think the main
community.
thing is the producing
Freaking out.
is manufacturing the scarcity, and then everybody here knows how I feel about mystery boxes, right? So I don't like it. Somebody always loses at the expense of somebody winning, and the only way that you could get the copies that weren't destroyed is by buying a mystery box. Is the impression I'm under. If I'm wrong, chat, let me know. But that's like the general gist of the story that I got. And if that's the case, that's like a double, like, okay, not only am I destroying books intentionally to make this seem more rare than it is, but I'm also making you gamble your money and getting a mystery box where you don't know if you're going to get that or not. So for me, that's like a double, like, no, you know?
Yeah.
Me personally. As a seller, I wouldn't do that.
Shout out to Como here for
I would
the
do one or the other, right? I would do one or the other.
Shout out to Como for the comment of the night. The tree of outrage must be refreshed with the blood of new comic book personalities every so often. The tree of outrage must be refreshed. Oh God, that was great. you get a gold star, my friend. That I'm favoriting that for myself to come back to at a later time. That's freaking hilarious.
But no, I don't think Bry intentionally did anything like malicious.
No.
I just think, yeah, maybe didn't do enough homework and realized the cover already existed. Probably shouldn't have been destroying comic books intentionally. And if you're doing exclusive, don't do it in a freaking mystery box.
Yeah.
That's how most of the retailers that I know avoid that type of issue. I mean, I've dropped my own exclusives, and better to have a price in mind, drop it at the price, let people decide to buy it at that price, and whatever it goes for in the secondary market, if it goes for way more than what you dropped it at, take it as a compliment that people have that much faith in your project, right? So now the next time you drop an exclusive, they should have more confidence in buying it at the price you list, because they know if they're just going to flip it or resell it, they can do that.
I agree. And at the same time, too, what Swaggle House is saying here, yeah, the CGC involvement is a big part for me, in my humble opinion.
That's like
it is for me too, though,
because that's like insider trading for me, dude.
It is because at the same time, too, as a consumer, I consider CGC, or what it should be, is this standard, right? Because it's a grading company, it's a standardization company. So for me, that when I inherently see CGC's involvement, I'm thinking this is legitimizing, a project. This means I've got some faith in it. This is going to have some legitimacy to it. And I'm not too damn sure it really did. It's kind of like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think seeing CGC's involvement, and I think this is one of those moments now. CGC's been burned twice by their involvement in these scandalous situations when they occur, that I really hope that they're rethinking their involvement when it comes to these kinds of projects and these kinds of, gimmicky variant situations that are going on out there, because it does nothing but tarnish their own brand and their involvement. Because I really, the major things, I'm not a big slabber anyways, 100%. I'm not, I'm not.
You know my problem with this right here, and I've heard this. Okay, so one of the books, which was the big price, was an AF-15 1.0, and that box is $250 plus shipping. So that's fantastic to the person who won that, right?
Yeah. Do we know who did?
We'll see if somebody wins that. I don't know if they did. We'll see if Bry gets a shout out. I mean, if I got a shout out from somebody from an AF-15, I would post it or put it in my story so you could see it in my references, right? That'd be something to brag about.
Oh God, yeah.
To show that you're, doing the right thing. But at the same time, if you have an AF-15 1.0, why don't you just sell it? That's what I understand, guys, is why does it have to be used to push a bunch of other product that can't be pushed otherwise? Are you trying to tell me that the other stuff that's in those other boxes are unsellable and that it needs an AF-15 1.0 to move it? Because if that's the case, then it probably shouldn't be sold.
No, not like that anyways, too. Because I mean, more than
Anyways,
likely
that's just my
these are
problem there.
these
Okay?
are $5 books that he's not willing to part with for a buck.
Nobody, I'm sorry,
People
I'm a
like to
seller,
pay.
I'm a collector as well. Don't tell me that somebody's like, oh, I want to hook somebody up for $250 with an AF. Like, don't tell me that. I don't believe you
Yeah.
at all. I don't believe you at all. You're lying to me.
Not an
Okay? You're
AF-15.
lying to me.
There's a lot of things I can say, like, oh, I wanted to hook my fans up with, a copy of Middle West, or
And that is exactly my problem with mystery boxes is that they're just a way for retailers to, yes, I know what you meant, dump products that no one wants. Put that motherfucker up for $1 and let the market decide what it's worth. Or do a damn claim sale and put a price and take an offer, for crying out loud. Is it that hard? It'd be a hell of a lot easier than doing a damn mystery box and going through this shit.
yeah, yeah. I can't. I can't.
Transparency, guys. If you're a seller, transparency is everything. I cannot stress that enough. And yes, Homo, how many CGC just really needs to stay out of this stuff, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree. I think it would be. I think it's done nothing but damage their brand. That's where I was getting to. It's this whole thing just feels like brand damage on a regular basis when they get involved with individual sellers in these scenarios. For I don't know. It just seems like shtick. They have enough work. They're busy enough, right? Am I wrong? These guys, they're not crying. They're not crying for books to grade. There's still umpteen amounts of them going in there. I don't know why this was.
And Sean, I agree with you. I don't think that it was like anything was done maliciously. It's just if you're doing something and like you're that proud of it, like you shouldn't need a giant size X-Men or an AF-15 or an ASM-1 or any of the other crazy books I heard that were in there to push it for you.
No.
It should push itself.
No.
And I think that's the whole point of why all of this is turning into what it's turning into.
I think mystery boxes were something cool 2 years ago for a lot of people until enough people got burned by them to realize this is not a great thing. I see them still happening on Facebook, but that's kind of like, well, I don't know. It's Facebook. Everything's behind on Facebook, including the people catching on. But
Mikey,
PGX versus everyone. But yeah, I mean, in my opinion, it's just bad for everybody. It's bad for Marvel. It's bad for Delato. It's particularly bad for Bry because he is probably the most touchable in the community for Backlash, and I think that's why he's just become the poster boy, whipping child in this case, whipping boy, for everybody to take out their anger on in this case. But yeah, I mean,
to be quite honest, like. And I don't want to like say this in like a malicious way, but like shame on him, man. Okay, he does whatnot sales. He does claim sales. He has a website.
Oh,
I'm sure he sells on eBay. Just use all the tools, man, for what they're used for. You don't need to like mix them all up and say, "Oh, I'm going to do this one thing in this one way to move everything." That's I don't think that's how it should do it.
I agree. I mean, I've got a boat load of books that I know mean something more to me than somebody else, and when it comes to the resale value, they're not going to be more $5, $6, $10, but I'm okay getting rid of a lot of those for $1, $2, $3,
right.
because it's
and Igor,
at this point.
I mean, even if he did or he didn't, I don't really think it matters, to be honest. It wouldn't. I mean, if he did, it wouldn't help the situation. If he didn't, it definitely wouldn't help the situation. Either way, I don't think it matters.
Yikes.
I wanted to meme that I can make
it boring as fuck.
What's up, bro? What's up, bro? You've seen it where the LCS where they loaded 2 books out of the back issue bins they were selling and put them mystery box and sold other customers for this. Yep. Okay, that's not good. That's not good.
What?
Maybe it has to hurt CGC brand when people use it until that social joke will stop. When people complain, they realize it's not worth it. You know what? That's past point. That's the problem. It's like I think people kind of misinterpret when I say this. It's not like I'm proud to say this, right? It's kind of like paying taxes. It's like, okay, Do I want to do that? Do I want to help support Uncle Sam? You know what? Not really. But do I have a choice? Not really. And it's kind of like CGC, right? So until a millionaire who has an Action 1 or a Tech 27 can invest their money confidently in a company like CBCS, for example, how the heck are we, the little guys, expected to do the same thing?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. If this person over here with this caliber of a book that's breaking records on heritage is entrusting this company to do it, why would you go and use somebody else? It just doesn't make sense. So you have to use it until things change. And they're not going to change, honestly, until the people at the top put those books in different cases.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And that's not going to happen anytime
No,
soon.
you have to see a Marvel Comics 1 in a CBCS case. And then maybe you see a Tech 27 or an Action 1. And then those have to break records. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I agree. 100%, dude.
Oh.
So moving on. We'll move on for Bry's Comics. We'll move on from Bry's Comics. This is just going to turn into a show of angst.
Enough with the PG act. Don't listen to this guy.
This
Okay?
is why Mike is banned out to where he is. We keep him out there on the outskirts.
So Cameron, that's the thing. Can't fault him for it, but if he's going to do it and going to be super transparent and he's going to have these types of things come out of it, then get ready for the criticism.
Yeah.
Like that's exactly like if you're going to do something that most people kind of have established that they don't like or agree with, and they don't do it themselves, when you do it and the shit does hit the fan, oh, you better be ready.
Yeah.
You better be ready.
So, in movie news, we do have a movie coming out that a lot of people have not been talking about. It was something you and I talked about a year ago when we were doing this on Instagram. Like what's coming in the next year, might be interested in. This is way before Black Adam and everything else. And to be honest, I was reservedly excited more so about this movie than I was The Flash, because you and I have been both hating on The Flash well before YouTube. We've both been pissed about this movie for a long time because we were supposed to have this like a year ago.
Hold on. Look at this. No, we're not going to talk about that.
No, this isn't it.
No, we're not going to talk about it.
No, I'm going to talk about Blue Beetle. I'm going to talk about Blue Beetle. I have more hope for that movie out of all the DC films that had come out.
No way.
Really? Why?
No way.
Why? I mean, it's going to do bad. Don't get me wrong. It's going to do bad, but is it going to be a bad movie? Because Shazam wasn't a bad movie. The first Shazam movie wasn't, and nobody talked about it. Nobody looked at it. Ugh. Yeah, that was bad. That was
a thing, like how She-Hulk was a thing.
Okay? It wasn't as bad as that. It wasn't as bad
really?
as that. No,
really?
No.
Chat, help me out here.
I'm sorry. Are you?
I am this confident that I would put Secret Invasion right here with She-Hulk.
Oh, I would put it higher than She-Hulk.
No. They're even. Okay.
Oh, I would put it higher than She-Hulk.
I might actually want to watch She-Hulk again over watching Secret Invasion again. How about that? Like if I had to sit through a whole season, one sitting.
Well, at least She-Hulk was funny. She-Hulk was funny.
She-Hulk.
She-Hulk was funny. But it wasn't. The ending. The ending was just so anticlimactic, right? Okay, well, we're gonna get back to this in a minute. We're gonna get back to this in a second. We're gonna get back to this in a second. I just want to hear. I just want to hear though, why, from a perspective now of films, should we be blaming this on one of the worst DC debuts ever? Is it because of the lackluster recent DC outings? Even though we've been told that this is going to be a part of the future DC universe, James Gunn has said this character is going to carry over into his new future state in Blue Beetle. Okay. So we have heard that this Blue Beetle movie is carrying over into the new future state. he is staying, right? There's been a lot of back and forth with DC lately, but are we to blame the strike, the lack of marketing and money being put into this to be able to be seen as the worst pre-sales of all time DC movies? And this is going to be the worst DC movie ever? I don't think so. I do think that this is going to be a good movie. I'm just wondering, do we blame the recent series of films, or do we blame the lack of putting money into marketing because they just screwed the pooch so bad on The Flash that they're like, we can't afford to spend money on anything else now? And what are your thoughts? What do you think is the biggest?
I don't think the marketing doesn't help, and the strike doesn't help. And basically, what Lewis just said right here. There you go. I think it's timing too, man.
Well, yeah, obviously,
people want to get invested in a character like this when they don't know who Batman's going to be. Okay, they haven't seen Superman yet. We just found out we're getting Gal Gadot back, but all of a sudden we don't get Henry Cavill. It's like, bro, okay, no. If you're going to replace the main guy, replace them all.
I feel like they all got fired.
I don't mind saying this directly into the mic. I never liked Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman at all. Okay, I'm going to say it.
You didn't like the first Wonder Woman movie? I thought the first Wonder Woman movie was great.
Listen to what I said. I like the movie. I don't like Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. Can she do a push-up? Can she get some muscle? I'm sorry. Last time I looked at a comic book, Wonder Woman was ripped. But
she's at least been in the armed services. She was in Israel. She was
okay.
Yeah, she can do a push-up, Theo. Yeah, she can do a push-up. She can do a pull-up.
Okay. Can we bulk up in the role? Can we just get a little bigger?
But do Americans want bigger than they want feminine demure and a sex appeal? Versus, I'm being honest.
And I'm
being honest.
The person playing the character to look like the character. Okay.
I think she looked like
a ninja. This guy.
I think she looks like a Wonder Woman. But no, I think she was pregnant in the first movie. Well, how much more bulked up do you need her?
I have a newfound respect then, because that's incredible.
How much more bulked up do you want her to be? I like Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. I think she's.
I'm with Into the West. Let's change it up.
But I am. Oh, you want the Commissioner Gordon thick, the old Wonder Woman variant that we had like a year ago. Where
Tim, how'd you like Wonder Woman 84? How was that for you, huh?
The variant that came out with that. Oh yeah, it was a horrible movie.
Okay,
so like on the scale of worst DC movies ever, I think that might be the worst DC movie ever.
That is the worst DC movie ever.
I think I
would rather watch The Flash again than there's not a single DC movie you can tell me that I wouldn't rather watch over watching that movie again.
Yeah, I can't think of a single DC movie that I would rather watch Green Lantern again.
For me, like I would recast somebody else, especially if I have the chance to now.
But that's just it as well, right? If we're going through all the motions of recasting everyone else, why is Gal getting to come back with Wonder Woman 3? I just don't see it. I feel like it's fan service. I feel like it's people pissed off.
Look, the truth is starting to come out here, guys.
Her acting is sus. I would take Swag's opinion on acting more than some people's, but
see, I'm going with appearance. She's going with acting. We're just check mark.
But I'm 100. I feel bad for Blue Beetle. I feel like that should be a bigger movie coming out than like people have no idea this is coming out in a week. I feel like nobody has any idea. I feel like people didn't know a lot.
Well, you know what else is kind of really stealing like a lot of any movie spotlight? In my opinion, it's two things.
Aliens?
No, one is
it should.
It probably should.
It probably should.
One is Invincible that's coming out soon. Invincible season 2.
Yes.
That's number one.
I'd say that's one of them. I say there's two of them this month, so they're stealing it from that. Yes.
Yeah, and then two is the built-up nuclear-sized anticipation for Deadpool 3. Even a freaking leaked photo, Phil, can take over the internet. YouTube, Instagram. Nobody will talk about anything else. You just need one leaked set photo from Deadpool, and that will take over everything for a week. That is my point right there.
I feel like
picture, bro.
I feel
Not
like
an interview, a picture.
I feel like nerd culture this month is tied up in two major things this month. In this month, I feel like it is Invincible coming back at the end of the month, and at the same time, and in the same week, Ahsoka is coming out at the same time. I feel like those two things are taking up our brain.
See, Cameron, that's my point, though. Deadpool is so far out.
Yeah, they had to stop everything.
Even stopped filming. That still a photo can make people do like an hour YouTube video on a photo. That's my point, bro. Okay, people making content out of a photo, bro.
But that's because it's the only thing we have to look forward to right now, Theo. Marvel has screwed the.
But that's why nobody cares that Blue Beetle's coming. If they see Wolverine in a yellow suit, it's.
But I feel like Blue Beetle's a victim in this case, though. I feel like Blue Beetle's a victim in this case, as opposed to an offender. Where that's my concern, because I feel like
too? I mean,
Ahsoka, exactly. Like I said, I think Ahsoka is going to be one of the bigger deals as far as series coming out this month, especially when it comes to involvement. A lot of adults are going to watch Invincible, but you can't show your kids Invincible. You can't explain to your 7-year-old.
You can't show them, but they're still going to go watch it while you're.
Yeah, but you can't explain to them a rape scene in cartoons. You can't explain to them, all the things that are ripping people's heads off and bodies in half. Like, I've got a 16-year-old. I don't even let her watch that. If you do, you need to talk. You need to think about your parenting skills, bro. Because it's. But when it comes to like shows that are coming out, family things that I can go see, the only thing coming out of the theater that's scratching my nerd itch with the family is but Loki's still a ways away. Scratching my nerd itch.
And let's be honest, why are we excited about Loki? Come on,
because it was a good first season. That's the
no. Why are you really excited?
I don't know.
Because there's a slim chance that it might build up and lead into Deadpool.
Oh, I'm not thinking about that at all.
Please!
I think that's bullshit.
Everybody's thinking about that.
I think that's bullshit. I think that's Mephisto all over.
Even if it's bullshit, the idea of that is enough to give people enough excitement to be like, you know what? Maybe I will check out Loki.
But what was the best Marvel show on Disney Plus? What was the best? It was Loki. Loki was the best show.
For me, it's a tie between Loki and What If.
Yeah, What If was trash. What If's like my worst show. I think
boo this man.
I think that entire premise was lame. I think the animation was terrible. It was like Neon Flux. They totally missed the boat with their animation style. They should have, every single episode should have had a different animation style. I'm going to say that right off the bat. They totally missed it.
Look at that. Other people liked other ones. There you go.
Scarlet Witch, but Loki's going to be consistently one of the, and it's still the highest rated show that they've put out as far as Marvel goes right now. I would say that's the only reason why I'm excited to see Loki. Tom Hiddleston's a good Loki. Honestly, he's the only character since the Avengers that's still on. we've got the last thing left of the Avengers that we can have regular contact with is Tom Hiddleston's Loki. The bad guy is the most consistent thing in the MCU right now. I'm just gonna say that.
Look, boo this man.
Oh, Werewolf by Night. Yeah,
I forgot about that.
That's number one. That's number one.
Werewolf by Night was pretty amazing. Werewolf by Night was pretty amazing.
That was good. That was a good show. And you know what? That's probably the way that they should be doing shows, in my opinion, of Marvel on Disney Plus. They should be specials, one-offs, special situations. We don't need to watch for 9 weeks. I think that's crap, especially to be let down like we were.
Yeah, that dynamic is pretty like mustard and ketchup right there.
And I didn't think I would like it either. I didn't think I would like it. I'll be honest. They did very well. They did very well. I enjoyed Loki, so that's why I'm looking forward to it. I don't think there's going to be a Deadpool tie-in. I'll be honest, but will there? Who knows? They need
Hawkeye
something.
was also a pleasant surprise. I just didn't.
I did enjoy Hawkeye, but
I
I
like
wouldn't
the
give
ending
it.
though, bro.
I wouldn't give
I
Hawkeye
like
top
that
billing.
ending, man.
I wouldn't give Hawkeye. I would give Hawkeye top 5, but there's only been like 10. So I mean, it's not great. It's better, but it's not great. Yeah, so that's why I'm looking forward to Loki season 2. But as far as scratching nerd itch in the movie theaters this month, I feel like Blue Beetle's all I've got. But I'm hoping it'll be good because I thought the same thing about Shazam. I didn't want to see Shazam when it was being slated to come out. I thought it was going to be stupid. I never liked the character in the comics too much. I wasn't exposed to the DC version of Shazam. I was always just knowing of the DC Shazam version. As a kid, he gets superpowers. Cool. Seen it a million times. But the Shazam movie was really well done, and I could enjoy it with my family. I took my parents to see it. I took my family. I just went to go see it with my daughter. Saw it with multiple times at the theaters. I'm hoping that Blue Beetle can be something like that again. I'm hoping for it because I don't feel like we've had any chance for that.
Did you see this? Did you see this yet? TMNT?
I haven't gotten to see it yet. No.
I took my kids to go see it. It's actually pretty good.
I've heard it was pretty good. Some people have been saying it was better than Into the Spider-Verse. I don't know if I believe that.
Let's calm down.
Okay, good.
Not even close. Not even close. Okay, whoever said that, you're nuts.
I've heard other people say the exact same thing as you, so that gives me good faith because I can't.
That sounds like to me the same people that said the Flash movie was like the best thing since Endgame. Okay, like calm down, bro. Okay, some of us have been here. Some of us just got here. Okay.
It can't be. I've seen the Rotten Tomatoes and the critic scores and the audience scores, and they're all better than any of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movies, which gives me a lot of faith because I enjoyed those as a kid. So I am hopeful for it. But yeah, calm down, Tom Cruise. Yeah. Spider-Verse was mid. Fight me, Mikey.
Next time I see you, I'm just gonna trip you. That's it.
Well, we'll get him a ladder, and then he can fight us. Okay. So,
hey, at least he'll be wearing a suit while he does it.
That's true. Actually, I should let you two go at it. You guys both have suits on. You guys can be both dressed up. Everybody
Yeah, but mine's tactical though.
Yeah. My little.
You show me another suit you can dance in like you can in that suit.
Yeah, Flash was goofy as hell. It was. Would have been better without the Flash. Transformers: My Little Pony. Oh yeah.
I haven't seen this yet. I heard horrible things on this.
What's that? Indy 5? Oh, I saw Indy 5. It was good.
On Indy 5, but I still want to see it.
Was it better than Crystal Skull? Yup. Was it better than I would consider it, in my opinion, it was the third best of the 5. It was the third best.
Not too bad.
I consider Raiders number 1, Last Crusade number 3, Last Crusade to be number 2, this to be number 3, then Temple of Doom, and then last but not least, Crystal Skull. So when it comes to Indiana Jones movies, you know what you're getting. It was an Indiana Jones movie. It was a good movie. I enjoyed it. It was much better than the last one. 100%. 100%. Yeah, I think it was better than Doom. I do. That's just me though. It's just me. But it takes a lot. It takes a lot to beat. It takes a lot to beat Last Crusade.
Lost more than any Marvel movie.
Well, I mean, at the same time, too, are you surprised? I mean, Indiana Jones, as far as a commodity goes, isn't what it was. I mean, the last thing that they've done in the last 20 years was Crystal Skull, and that was terrible. At least Marvel's got, in the last 3 years, Infinity War. It's kind of like it's
Endgame.
I mean, am I wrong?
No Way Home.
Am I wrong? Of course it's going to do worse. Indiana Jones is much more of an older aged property. if they were smart, they would have done some young Indiana Jones stuff on Disney Plus and invested in that and let us get involved in a new Indiana Jones. But unfortunately, Indiana Jones is Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford's 80, dude. He's 80. The man shouldn't be making new movies. You know?
Well, apparently he's going to be Red Hulk, so we'll see what happens there. Thank God for CGI, right?
I don't know. I'm still not entirely. Am I thinking it's going to be a cool look? Sure, but the man's broken something on every set he's been on lately. You know, I mean, he broke his leg back as Han Solo. He broke, I don't know, a couple of ribs in his wrist trying to do Indiana Jones. And what's going to happen to him as Red Hulk, I don't even want to think about. But I guess we'll see. We're finally going to kill Harrison Ford.
I think as far as like shows go, I mean, that's pretty much it. And like I said, just a little recap because we're already hitting the hour here.
Oh, God.
San Diego, good to go. A little bit of drama in the comic book community, good to go. But you know what, guys? Actually, another piece of drama. We're not going to mention the name, but I did get one of the best pieces of information a couple days ago. It just so happened to happen around San Diego. But there's a very well-known, I want to say like dumpster dwelling troll that resides in the comic book community. You guys probably know who I'm talking about.
Oh, man.
Probably the number one troll in comic books. But we got a very good piece of information. Shout out to this man for always keeping up the same energy. But karma is a motherfucker, guys, because this man's account got taken down. He got hacked. He's posting Bitcoin. He's got a new account now. He's got like 5 followers and a little tiny, itsy bitsy voice. Just want to let you know, if you're watching this, which I bet you will be, you keep up that damn energy, sir. I'm sure you'll get back to where you were one day, and we will be here waiting for you when you are ready to roll.
Yeah, that was a weird one. That was a weird one. I saw that and I'm like, what's going on? Why is he pictures of your house and Bitcoin?
Make sure you guys get on two-factor authentication, okay? Don't get hacked. Yeah, somebody say it in the chat. Let everybody know who I'm talking about. You already know who it is. But other than that, we got a Fantastic sale coming up in 2 weeks.
Yes.
So in 2 weeks, we're going to have a Fantastic sale. We're going to be in Michigan.
Well, I'm always in Michigan.
at the end of no, Mikey, sometimes you gotta feed a little bit because they feed you back. It's called a yin yang cycle of life. You gotta reciprocate the same energy to lift yourself up. Okay. Yeah. Karma's a bitch.
Yeah.
At the end of September, probably the first week in October, we have something kind of like the Fantastic sale coming up. We'll do a post. We'll do an announcement on that. Phil just hit 15K. He's going to be doing a giveaway soon. And yeah, we're going to have a good freaking time, guys.
Do we want to bring anybody on for a few minutes?
Yeah, sure. If anyone wants to come on, shoot the poo.
All right. Let me go ahead and drop a link.
We only ask that you guys are dressed.
Yes, please be dressed. And we can talk about the fantastic forecasting. Yeah. We apparently, it's a pretty secure thing. We do have our new Invisible Woman. Those that enjoy the Mission Impossible movies will be happy for her edition. We do supposedly also have our Johnny Storm. So that will be interesting as well. And, I just have to say, Marvel is actually casting a fat white guy to play Ben Grimm. So, as far as things, guys, it's my turn, assholes. So I'm finally in. I can finally get cast in a Marvel movie. This is my moment. I've been waiting for this my entire life. I am excited to see this. And Phil's giving away a 2-week headache. Yeah, it's gonna be busy. But no, if you guys want to talk about that, we can. What's your opinions in there but we have, I think, our first guest, Theo. I think we have our first guest.
Hold on, we can only see his face. Is he dressed?
Oh, he's clad. He's clad. His hair looks nice. I'm looking down here in the corner. He looks ready to go. He's throwing up a nice little peace symbol right now. And he's not, this isn't a first time. Rip, how's it going, brother?
What's up?
What's up, man?
How you doing, dude?
What's up, y'all?
How's it going, brother?
I'm doing good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good. I can hear you well. I can hear you.
You.
Okay.
We got you.
Sweet.
So, all right. Up. Also, we do have a second guest joining us. Those that know. Let's see here. Tech Geek.
What's up?
Yeah.
How's it going, brother?
Yeah, look at this guy.
Welcome.
Thank
So,
you.
guys, first let's introduce ourselves. Rip, why don't you start off? Why don't you introduce yourself first, brother? You go ahead and tell everybody who you are and make sure where they can find you on social media, and then we will get into it.
Yes. I'm Cameron Hamilton. I have my Instagram's Ripstick Comics. I'll probably start a YouTube again at some point, but I have a 10-month-old baby, and like started a new job within like the year, so it's just been kind of crazy for me. But yeah, it's just been fun to hang out and talk comics, and yeah.
Awesome. All right, up next, Tech Geek. Go ahead and tell everybody about you.
Hey, I am Tech Geek 200. I'm actually Brandon is my real name. Just chilling in my cave right now. Had to turn on the fan because I live in a very warm climate. So it was 114 today, I think.
Holy shit.
Or 110, depending on
where
where
you
you're
live,
at.
hell?
What's that? I live in hell. Yeah, yes, I live in hell. But I have a pool, so it works.
Has a pool.
That's right.
This is why I need to start bettering myself as a person, because it's this heat that reminds me is I just can't take hell. I can't take hell, guys. I can't take hell. So, you know,
I got a pool.
I need to get back to church. I got to make myself right with God because I can't take this heat. I can't. I'm just going to tell you right now.
I'm
because
with you there. But
you guys should come to Northern California. We got a nice breeze over here.
I'm in Michigan, bro. Don't even talk to me.
See, here's the thing, though. When you see snow, when you got that snow stuff that you have to shovel, see, I am one around shorts.
Yeah, well, you know,
we don't get snow, bro. Okay, we get leaves.
At least I get 3 good months of summer. You know, there's 3 months that we can come out of our caves.
Yeah, that's just how it is.
I don't have to worry about dying.
Yeah, if it's 114, you don't have a pool, bro. You got a jacuzzi. Okay,
you're just. I just would be walking around basting myself the entire time. Oh my god, I'd be sweating. I can't even imagine.
You do air conditioner from the house, air conditioner to the car, air conditioner to wherever the hell you're going.
True story.
While you're walking, you got one of the mist fans, right?
Absolutely.
True story. So what are you guys' opinions on some of the rumors breaking around the Fantastic Four casting?
I mean, so far I like the two for Invisible Woman and Human Torch.
Yeah.
Especially, I can't remember the actor's name, but he was in Stranger Things. He was awesome in that.
Yes. So Vanessa Kirby and
I think he'll fit that role really well too, like kind of arrogant. Yes.
Yep.
But yeah, I think he's great. I don't really know the actress very well for Invisible Woman.
So Vanessa Kirby is known from the Mission Impossible movies.
Okay,
well, at least with the one prior to this one. I haven't seen the most recent one yet, but she was a good guy, bad guy, and she's also been in a series which I can't remember, but I think it's like The Crown or Queen Elizabeth or something like that, a BBC like thing.
Okay,
but yeah,
for sure. And then who is it for Ben Grimm? It was what is it? He's from The Bear or something, I think.
Well, rumor had it they're going with an overweight white guy. is what they've been cast, but they haven't said exactly who was cast. They said this person's pretty unknown.
I'm just glad they didn't go with Harley Quinn.
Mila Kunis.
Yeah.
No, Harley
Whoever
Quinn.
put that out there
I'm
was
just glad
just.
they didn't cast Margot Robbie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't like it when somebody's playing two different characters.
It's just
in
it is
superhero.
hard.
Yeah,
It is
it's
hard to
just-
take
I mean,
yourself
pick
out of
one.
it to like.
Yeah.
I mean,
Not
if
at the
she's
same
so big
time.
with-
If the character
Right.
had finished their arc, that'd be one thing. Like Ryan Reynolds
Yeah.
had, like
Right.
Chris
There's enough
Evans
time
had-
that went by in between those. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, when I heard Harley Quinn's going to be Sue Storm, like, the fuck you talking about?
Well,
yeah,
I could take. I
It's
think
like
she
yin
could
and
book
yang.
it.
It's like two completely different type of characters that you're going to put this person in. Like, dude, no.
She has the look. She
I'm not
has.
saying
The
she
look.
doesn't have the look. She's definitely got the looks.
Right.
But damn, if you're going to play, that's like, hey,
So
I'm
does Brie
gonna,
Larson.
I'm gonna play Superman over here, and then I'm going to go play Magneto over there. Like,
Yeah.
what
No,
are
they
you talking
have to be
about,
done.
bro?
They'd have to be done.
I
I
agree.
agree.
I
What about you?
still my favorite fan cast, and because I'm a big Always Sunny in Philadelphia fan, is Glenn Howerton as
Mr. Fantastic.
Mr. Fantastic.
I heard that. I remember that rumor a year ago. I remember that rumor. That would be hilarious, but I just can't see it, unfortunately, because I would just the entire time
I
I
know
would be
it's like
waiting
it's
for him
Dennis.
to drop an F-bomb, kick a kid in the nuts, and do something like that. Just be
Right.
like,
Right.
or Danny DeVito to come out as Mole Man.
Oh my god, that'd be amazing.
Stop it.
That that still might happen. I could. I mean,
I could see it.
that would be
Danny
the
DeVito
that would
as
be the
Mole
best.
Man. That is
honestly.
literally perfect casting.
That would be the best. That would be the best role for Danny
Oh,
DeVito.
what, you
in
don't like
any-
Wolverine?
100%.
Come on, man.
Make Wolverine short again. No, not that
Yes.
short. not,
Yeah.
not Danny DeVito short. No.
He's like 4
No.
foot tall.
He'd be like that one other guy in the in Alpha Flight. Was it Pip or who was it?
I know who you're talking about.
Fuck.
Puck.
Puck. Yes.
Puck. Yeah.
'Cause he's like,
He could be Puck. If we get an Alpha Flight, Danny DeVito could be Puck. I can see it. I can see it. Hey, Journey, how's it going? The hottest hands in comics. Gentle gender neutrals. Hey, there it is. There it is. Thanks for the delays. Yeah, Puck. Yeah, I think he could work as that. I think he would be a better Mole Man because Mole Man's just always hilarious.
yeah, I think that literally perfect casting is Mole Man, honestly.
He could do that,
Which makes it
Just leave
more of the
without
reason
saying
that you need to
goodbye?
bring in Glenn Howerton as
Huh?
Mr. Fantastic because they need to be there together.
Just leave without saying goodbye?
Yeah,
I
Brandon just
guess.
left. I think he looked like he was moving his phone around a lot, so I think he was having some technical problems.
Tech
And
guy
he
was
did-
having some technical difficulties, which is pretty ironic.
Well, if you know any tech guys, we all have technical problems. We just get
That's
to use
true, that's
Google
true.
when everybody else is having their problems. That's the trick. That's why I remind people. I'm just like, we all have the same problems you do. We just get to use Google.
That's true,
when
that's
we're
true.
solving your problems. That's the main thing. That's the main thing. Oh,
I can't
dude.
wait for Ahsoka to start though, so we can start doing the Star Wars talks too.
Yes, I am ready for Ahsoka to come back,
Same.
to bring back, because honestly, Mandalorian was great. I know a lot of people didn't like this last season, but I still really enjoyed this last season. We had a lot of great conversations. I think we did our first live watch party, and that was a hell of a lot of fun. It was terrible for me because I was stuck out in Las Vegas just watching everybody do it because I had horrible hotel reception. But it was
Dude. You know what actually comes out in the fall that nobody's talking about?
what?
The Marvels?
X-Men 97.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
is that still happening? That is for sure
Yeah,
happening, right?
I just looked to confirm before I announced it, but yeah, X-Men 97.
Because what was the one?
And on top of that, icing on the cake here, they got every single actor who voiced those to reprise their role.
yeah.
That's right.
So like
That's
the
right.
guy that voiced Wolverine, that guy's coming back. Cyclops, everybody, boom, that's all coming
Rogue
back. Yeah,
and Gambit and
my fan theory for this, if you guys are, I talked about this like 6 months ago. If you guys are ready for this one, mind blown. The Professor Xavier that rolled into the multiverse of madness, not only identically resembles the Professor Xavier from the animated series with a green jacket in a yellow chair, he also had the music playing for that. And the last episode of the X-Men original animated series, he goes in like a telepathic state where he's at war in his mind against forget what the dark entity inside of him is called. It's killing me now. But anyways, he leaves and goes with the Shi'ar Empire. And so a lot of people have been theorizing that somehow he may have like left his animated form and went into like a physical form, and that was the physical form that came into the multiverse of madness.
Like the onslaught kind of thing?
Kind of like that, but like because he got killed in his physical form, it'll take him back into his animated form.
Well, isn't that what happened in the last X-Men movie where he did die, and all of a sudden you see Moira in Ireland, and she goes, Charles? And he's in a different body.
Yeah. Shadow King. Yes, there you go. The Shadow
King. Yeah.
I don't know. I got big hopes for it, though. I think hopefully at least it's something cool.
No, I hope so.
That would be wild, dude.
Yeah. I hope so, but I'm scared to think about anything that's going to be on Disney Plus, bro. I just feel like we've been burned.
It's the X-Men, bro. Think about it. It's the first time that we're getting, even though it's animated, it's the first time that we're getting X-Men under the Marvel umbrella. You see what I'm saying?
Under the Disney umbrella.
Well, under the Disney Marvel.
But so, Theo, I'm worried about you because I have to live with you if this show sucks.
Well, we're talking about that when it comes out.
If this show sucks, for everybody on YouTube,
sucks. Get ready for Multiverse of Madness Part 2, Randy.
Oh, and it's going to be weekly, guys. It's going to be weekly for months. I don't know if I can handle it.
Ryan, you hit it on the head. Hey, I didn't come up with it. Okay.
Oh man, this series sounds like mushrooms are coming.
But that is like a comic theory right there. I don't know. I kind of believe it, dude.
I mean, I hope it's good, but I haven't really. I don't know. I've never had a lot of faith in Marvel animation. Rarest in the world copy on one of your shows. I'm only asking because.
Hey, if anybody can, it's this motherfucker right here. Okay?
Yeah, I tell you what, this guy can afford everything. Those hands are always getting all the OnlyFans money now. He's just going to take his show to OnlyFans and just just do his hands there. He'll make all kinds of money. Tell you what,
I take pride that if there was somebody to get away with it in this hobby, okay, it would be this fucking guy.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Yeah.
So okay, I can handle that. I can get behind an X-Men 97, but I just don't feel like Marvel's given me a lot of faith in its projects on Disney Plus, especially its animation, because I know you enjoyed it. But I did not like What If season 1 or 2, or did they even finish 2 yet?
It was just one.
Yeah,
it was just the one.
I'm not here for it. So I have hope for the X-Men, but at the same time too, I'm scared. I'm
not holding my breath.
It is the original creators though too. I went
original
to the panel.
Creators, original voice actors.
Yeah, I went to the panel
picking up where they
last
left
San Diego.
off, which Magneto's in charge of Xavier's school. So
yeah,
well,
I actually went to the panel last San Diego, and it was really cool. Like, yeah, and so they were talking about it, and like some of the voices, like Rogue, and I think she was the only voice actor there. Everybody else was just like some of the creators and stuff for the show, and then artists, like the original artists too.
Yeah.
So
honestly, I think it's like original everything. Producer, director.
It seemed that's what it seemed like when I was there. So, and just like what I continue to see. So
I'm down, dude. I'm down.
Yeah, me too.
I think that's the sleeper.
Do you remember how they were supposed to come up with like an animated Spider-Man show? Was it like freshman year or something? Did that get canceled?
I thought they were supposed to finish it.
Did that even pan out? I don't even know if that happened.
From what I heard, it was still on. It was
okay.
It was still on, and
I just thought of that because like the animated.
It was
shows.
supposed to have Tom Holland voicing it, but that's out now. Tom Holland's not going to be doing the voicing of it because Tom Holland's trying to take a break from all things acting for a while.
Yeah.
The kid needs to unfortunately, he really grew up in some very formative years in front of a camera, and
Right.
if we don't want him to go Macaulay Culkin on everybody, so I'm okay with it taking some time off. I'd like him to have some longevity in this. So
Yeah,
yeah,
me too,
definitely
'cause
delay.
he's-
Igor, that would be a good place to pick up because that is when Magneto becomes the headmaster. So that would make sense. I think they're probably going to go like more the Shi'ar, like I want to say like Starjam or Cosmic route. I mean, I think they've already
'Cause
done
they've already-
that. Too.
Yeah, well, because
They've already
they're
done
already
that.
in the they've already done some of that. They already did Days of Future Past.
I mean, they've already done the Savage Land. They've done a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, they've done the
Yeah.
Hellfire Club. They.
Yeah.
I think the
Should
only
we
thing they
do
really
any,
haven't done is the Onslaught and the Legacy Virus and.
Theo, I think we need to do a breakdown of X-Men, the animated series, to get people ready for X-Men 97.
Like watch the OG.
That's smart. Yeah, I think you should.
Yeah.
I think you
do a
should.
They
breakdown.
follow the comics pretty accurately, surprisingly. In
Yeah.
that show. Like they're
Yeah.
pretty freaking dead
I do
accurate.
have to say that is true.
Even like, I literally I remember it was last year, or the year before, but I was like grading an X-Men 133 where Wolverine basically shows kind of for the first time what he's made of, right? Like we got an idea in
Mhm.
Hulk 181, but this is where like you're like, oh damn, Wolverine's like this,
Yeah.
And the panels in there are like identical to the freaking show, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like to the T.
Yeah.
It's
think
like almost like they
um,
literally just took it out of the book and put it in the show.
Yeah, I think the artist is Larry Toon, I think, for the show.
So
Or
you're
or-
right. There is no Morph. Morph appears later on in the X-Men Adventure series. I believe that was actually a character that they made in the show, and then they adapted that into comics.
Yes.
Oh,
Right.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Morph
Yeah.
is not from Silver, Bronze, Copper at all.
No.
Because was it Exiles that he was introduced in or something?
No, he was introduced in X-Men Animated #1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the comic book.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually have it over here framed. You guys know which one I'm talking about, right?
No, I don't.
Oh, come on. I
Oh,
gotta go
X-Men
get it.
Adventures.
Wait.
Hold on.
Yeah,
hold
you're
on.
one that was
But he's
was
an X-Men
not
guy.
from that,
I'm not. I am, but I'm not. Right? I'm like, I am, but I'm not. Yeah, it was. Yeah, the animation. It was great for the time, but animation is kind of hard to watch by
Yeah,
today's
this is
standards.
off my
I'm
wall.
hoping
Yeah, this one.
They upped it up.
Yeah, great book.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is the first appearance of Morph.
Yeah, I'm down with that. I
You
can
already
make that.
know. Kept the newsstand. Hey yo. Yeah,
Hey,
one of my favorites though.
It's just a great book. Like, especially growing up with that show. Like, I have the Spider-Man Adventures number
yeah,
one,
the red
book
foil.
2, the
Yeah.
little foil. Of course, it's foil. But I've been following the voice actor who did Spider-Man animated series, like on Instagram, just waiting for him to eventually do like a con that I could attend for him to sign that. Cause it's like when I read comics, I hear his voice as Spider-Man and Peter Parker. So
Yes.
cause that was just my childhood.
I hear
So
Toby.
Toby.
Yeah, I hear Toby.
And
when I read something.
Toby was my Toby was my Spider-Man, you
I
know.
hear Toby all the time, bro.
I
Yeah.
went and rewatched the animated series recently, and it just like reignited me that voice in my head again. So like when I'm reading
The animated
comics.
series, that's what made characters like Morbius, like Lizard, like cool.
Yeah,
Before that, you were just
Definitely.
like, oh, vampire, whatever.
Right,
People only cared about Doc Ock and freaking Green Goblin. Like
yeah,
animated series is what made people care about, like, dude, like Venom. Like that made people love Venom.
Well, it's like
that was
it's like
me. That was my
Batman.
introduction.
It's like Batman the animated series though too, right? Where I think about the voice of Bruce Wayne, I think about the Joker. To me, I think at the end of the day, yes, Heath Ledger did an amazing job, and so did every actor that has physically gotten to do the Joker has done a fantastic job. But when I think of the Joker,
Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill is the Joker. There is no Joker
and Jerry
better
Conway
than Mark
though,
Hamill.
but Jerry Conway Batman too, so good, like so good. In fact, that's that's the animated series I need to go back and rewatch again. Like
Yeah.
when I'm, because I just finished Spider-Man, so that's what I need to go. I think it's on HBO.
Oh,
It would have to
actually,
be on
yeah,
HBO.
that's
So
the type of Batman books I collect. So I actually picked up my second copy. This one's near mint though, but it's a complete collected volume of issues 1 through 13, the trade paperback. It's got like the iconic like Bruce Timm Batman animated series cover on there. But yeah, those things are super tough and high grade. But yeah, the Batman animated, that's the one that I'm like all about.
And welcome Ruben here in for our last few minutes of the show.
Oh yeah, Mr. Freeze,
I guess.
Our
dude,
Blue
it even made
Lantern bro.
ventriloquist. Think about it. This animated series even made ventriloquist like cool.
Oh yeah.
You know, you're like, oh dude, this is cool, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, and I really liked the Man Bat episode. Really stuck with me for some reason.
Yeah.
Like I don't
we're
don't
talking
know
about
why.
Batman?
Just visually, I loved it as a kid.
Okay.
Yeah. And Harley
Remember
Quinn
how
though
badass
too.
Ra's al Ghul was in that show, dude. You were like, yo, man.
Yeah.
And they invented Harley Quinn. I mean, at the end of the day, too, one of the most popular female characters in comicdom. Now, modern.
Harley Quinn and Morph came from shows before comics.
Yep.
Yeah.
In the 90s.
Yeah.
Lex Luthor's assistant came from Lex Luthor's assistant. Yeah, cartoon. They put her in the comic books because she was so popular.
Yeah.
No, you're right. That's the thing. Ventriloquist still isn't cool, but if they did that character right in a movie, that would be the creepiest fucking villain.
Yeah, it would be very creepy.
Ever.
They're still not cool, but they made it. They made it,
bro. If you got the right guy to do that with a freaking dummy, bro, I'd be scared.
They made ventriloquist serial killer scary, not like weird person shouldn't be allowed within 800 feet of a school scary. Right? You know what I mean? They made it
like some glimpses of Chucky where we're not sure if the doll is alive or not. You see what I'm saying?
Blue Lantern, introduce yourself, brother. We're unfortunately just in the last few minutes of our show, guys, so we do have to wrap, unfortunately, soon. But our man Ruben is a regular. Brother, tell everybody hello and say where you can be found.
Hi, how's everyone doing? Can be found in the what's it called? Instagram. By same well, no, it's actually under Wolf Valley 85. There you go.
Yep. And what are your thoughts on the Batman animated series, brother? What are your thoughts? How much did you enjoy that show?
I actually loved it. That was the top 5 cartoons growing up.
Yeah.
That was my favorite. Yeah, Batman was my favorite. And then it goes X-Men, Spider-Man, Silver Surfer when they had its one season, which was really.
It was a pretty good season. Though. It was.
Fan. Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, Batman was hands down my favorite.
Absolutely, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Which Batman's not overrated.
No. What I did.
The prep time is a little bit ridiculous.
What I said was prep time makes Batman overrated. I hate the excuse of prep time. Keep giving me prep time, I'm gonna punch you in the nuts because I can't take that as an excuse. I can't take that as an
literally
excuse
invincible.
To beat everybody. It's oh yeah. Well, Batman could beat Darth Vader. Batman could beat Magneto. Batman can't beat shit unless he has prep time. I mean, the man would be dying of old age before he got to fight anybody. All the prep time he needs for everybody. So that argument is what makes him overrated to me. But I do like Batman as a character. I do.
Yeah.
But every time,
and there's no way the Punisher will beat Batman.
But prep time, I just want to. So, yeah. Well, guys, it's been an amazing night. For our guests, guys, Rip, we'll start with you real quick. What do you got going on this week? And let us know where you're at, and we're going to kind of get things wrapped up here with then Theo and I real quick.
Ripstick Comics on Instagram. I need to start posting on my Instagram again. It's been 2-3 weeks because I went on vacation and just got caught up, like getting caught up back with work and stuff. So,
and you have a baby.
Hopefully I can. I'm hoping to start a YouTube channel. I've been saying this for months and I still haven't done anything, but I don't know. I love Spider-Man stuff probably the most. So if I was to make some content, it'd be, I don't know, some stuff about that probably. But yeah, Ripstick Comics on Instagram. It's just fun to hang out and chat.
Awesome. Blue, it's up to you.
I'll be on Instagram, mainly just scrolling, following people, commenting every now and then, and watching you guys. And I will be watching Blue Beetle.
Yes. See, okay,
Not,
good.
Heck yeah,
Blue
heck
Beetle.
yeah.
Not for George Lopez. He sucks. I used to be a big fan, but he's stupid. And any Hispanic person that you ask, they'll be say the same thing. They're gonna watch the movie just because it's a Blue Beetle movie, not for George Lopez. He should never have been in that movie.
All right, I'll take that. I'm not Hispanic, so I can't say that I understand the energy, so I don't know. But I do know George is in trouble with everything.
Yeah.
Theo, how about you? What do you got going on this week, brother?
What don't I have going on this week? I got to prep for a live sale. We got the Fantastic sale coming in 2 weeks, whatnot sales, and just all out fucker. You guys already know. Usual jazz.
Yeah. Amen. Every single time, guys. Every single time. All right. And as for me, I've got a giveaway, and I'm going to start to sell some of my own comics as well. Look at a little bit my PC thinned out, so that way I can start to, that's the beauty of our hobby. The beauty of our hobby, guys, is the fact that it can pay for itself if you're responsible.
That's
right?
the goal.
Yeah.
And I've hit irresponsible levels. I've got way too many short boxes of books that either I can't get to reading, or there's other books I want and I just can't buy. I just can't bring myself to spend another $1 on another set of books until I get rid of some of my old ones. So, you're not going to see 5 copies. You're not even going to see 2 copies. You're going to see 1 copy of everything, because that's all Phil has. And there's going to be some sales.
Never change.
Yeah. But at any rate, everybody, thank you for making it out. Sincerely appreciate it. It's been a marathon night. And we look forward to seeing you guys again next week. We will be on YouTube again soon, I promise. And until then, everybody, have a great night.
All right.
Appreciate you.
Take care, y'all.